So I got an email that asked me, ask a black dad, can you make a spicy bowl? So first I wasn't going to make it because I thought it was some jail prep. I don't do jail prep. But then I read this research. It's from Florida. So here are the ingredients we're going to need to make that spicy bowl. We're going to first need there's some ruffled chips. In the back, I don't really care for chips too much. We're going to need that Miller High Life. You know we are. You'll need your favorite red hot sauce, whatever it is. We'll need some Old Bay, some peppercino rings, some jalapenos. All this stuff has to be kind of pickled. Some butter, some chicken broth, red pepper flakes, some pickles. We're going to throw some Tabasco in there. We're going to do an egg. We got some of that Goya, that Susan Goya. You know. They put some sausage in it. We're going to use Johnsonville. We're going to make our own. We're going to get the pickle sausage. I got a big chicken breast. And what I'm going to do with that chicken breast is I'm going to cut it in half. Because it's too big, we're going to cut it in half. We'll put it in a bowl. We're going to season that up. And we got some shrimp. Because our spicy bowl is going to have shrimp and chicken. And like I said, you got to have that Miller High Life to go with it. We're going to give it a shot. That's a black dad spicy bowl. Let's go. So after I cleaned that chicken breast, I go ahead and I'm going to cut it in half because it's too big to just cook it all at one time. So we just cut it in half. It's very simple. Just cut it in half, do the simple thing. And we're going to season up from there. Just cut it up and get some of the excess fat off of it. That's all. Now we're going to season up the chicken breast, that chicken breast we split. We're going to do both sides, put a little oil on it. We're going to put that Sazon or that Susan Goya on it. Do not put the Old Bay seasoning on it. We're going to put pepper and pepper on there. We're not going to put no salt on it because there's a lot of pickles, juices are going in this. We don't put salt on there. And make sure you do both sides. Season it well. Now make sure we got our pan heating up. We got some oil in there, and we're going to fry our chicken. We're going to fry our chicken down there. We're going to get them on nice and fried up. Get them good to go. That's all. That's very simple, ain't it? Fry our chicken up and get it good to go. Ooh, spicy bowl from Florida. Somebody asked for it. Just email us at barnumharris@askablackdad.com and you put in the comments. Tell us what we should make next. See, we listen. We can read. Let's get these chickens fried. Now let's go ahead and fry the links up real quick. We're going to fry them up. Some people buy their links that's already made, the mama, whatever they kind of. I'm trying to cut some of that sodium out. We're going to have a lot of sodium in here. So I just rather get the links and fry them myself and do all that kind of stuff. So let's just fry the links up. Simple. You can do that. I believe in you. As a black that believes in you. So now it's time to season up that shrimp. We got that oil. We're going to oil them up first. Just oil them up. We only need a couple. We'll cut these shrimp up and put them in the bowl. But we got to fry them. Then we got that Old Bay. That's good for that. Again, we're not adding salt because there's going to be a lot of salt in that, in all the juices we're going to throw in there. Pickles and all that kind of stuff. We don't want extra salt. So let's do that real good. All the sides of the shrimp are get seasoned up good. Let's get it done. Okay, so now let's fry our shrimp. That's all very simple. It's on high. So we can take the chicken out. Now we're going to go ahead and fry our shrimp. Oh, by the way, we boiled our eggs. We already boiled our eggs. They're just sitting there, put in the refrigerator, chilling down for a while. Because we didn't want to buy pickled eggs, because we didn't want pickled eggs inside a bunch of pickled peppers. That's too much salt, too much sodium. So I recommend bouillon eggs. Don't buy pickled eggs. You already got too much sodium, baby. I'm on blood pressure medicine, and as a black guy, don't want you. So let's go ahead and fry our shrimp up. And boil on eggs. Now we took our shrimp out, and we're going to add some butter to the pan. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a sauce, because I just don't want just a bunch of pickled juices and jalapeno juice in this. We'll let that butter melt just a little bit. We're going to make us a nice little sauce. or a nice little broth that you put. And after no time, I throw some garlic in there. We want it to be tasty. You don't get all the drippings off the bottom of that pan. So after we throw the garlic in there, then we're gonna hit it with that chicken broth. Now we don't need the garlic to really cook down or anything like that, because we're gonna let that broth cook on the medium for about 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So the garlic's gonna be cooking in there. We're gonna throw chicken broth in there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna scrape all that fat off the bottom of that pan, because that's good eats. Now that's good eats. We're gonna get it all in there, and we're gonna let it cook for about 5, 6 minutes. We just let it cook, and after it boils, we're gonna turn it down to simmer 5, 6 minutes, and let that broth do its thing. This is how we do it. That's the Black Dad style. So now our broth has did its 5 minutes, and now we're gonna add some more hot flavor. Again, remember that's what we add salt. So look for your favorite hot sauce in there. You got that Frank's Red Hot. We're gonna throw that in there. And then we're gonna also throw some Tabasco in there, And then we're gonna stir that in there. And we're gonna let that simmer down for another 5 minutes, 6 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Because we want that broth to be tasty, we want it to be hot, but we don't just want to depend on the broth that's coming out the thing. We're gonna mix that in for another 5 minutes. We're gonna let it cook real on low. Just let it simmer. And we can keep working on our broth. That's what we want to do, keep working our broth. Keep working that liquid that's going to be in our hot bowl, our spicy bowl. That's like that style, baby. Taste it. Give it a hit of that middle highlight. So now it's time to put the spicy bowl together. So we're going to throw, we got 2 bowls here, really. This simple bowl we got from the store. That's special. We're going to put some pickles in there. This is how I roll. This is how they do it, baby. This is how they do it in Florida style, baby. See, this is why I didn't want to make sure from the jail, because I don't do jail stuff. Then we're going to throw some jalapenos in there. I like fresh jalapenos myself, but in this spicy bowl requires that you put pickled jalapenos. So we're going to throw some pickled jalapenos in both bowls. I'm making me and woman a bowl. So, even it up as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? Eat the ones that fall. Table's clean. Then we got them perochinos. I love those for pizza. Ooh, those are good. Those are pizza, baby. Or a nice Italian sandwich, or maybe a steak sandwich. So you can throw some of them in there. How many you want to put in there is up to you. Remember, it's up to you how many you want to put in there. It's your bowl, baby. It's your bowl. Make it the way you want to make it. All right? And I always got to have another highlight on standby. So here we got that chicken. We cut it up. We took the chicken and we tore it to pieces. And believe it or not, I only used 1/2 of the chicken. So I didn't even use the whole breast. 1/2 breast I put back in the kitchen, refrigerator for Woman's lunch. We cut the sausage up. Remember, we got that sausage. We did that ourselves. We were to put that in there. All right, got the sausage in the bowl. Then we got that shrimp. And we cut those in pieces and put those in the bowl. So now we got our chicken, shrimp, sausage. That's the base of what we're trying to do. Now I need to make it a little hotter, so we can put some crushed red pepper flakes in there. We like it hot. So I don't bother us at all, So, again, we did add salt. There was no salt added. Throw pepper flakes in there, Well, something makes me want to drink another. Now we come back with some of that, your hot sauce, your favorite hot sauce. We like Frank's Red Hot. So we're going to throw some Frank's Red Hot in there, Might as well throw it in there. They said I had to make it hot, so we're going to make it hot. Now this is the part. You come back in and you add the juice of everything you use. So you use the juice of the jalapeno, because you put jalapenos in there. We're going to use the juice of the perochinos. You just put a little bit, because we don't want, remember that sodium, man. That sodium is, it'll get you, baby. You have a headache, baby. It's like eating chitlins all the time. And then you're going to put some of them pickle juice in. Now, I used to be a fan of pickle juice when I was a young kid. I used to love eating pickles out of a package. They had a little package at the store. I used to love eating pickles and just sucking on the juice. But nah, not so much. I'm a grown man. Now we got the eggs. We boil, cut them in half, and we're going to throw them in the bowl. Now, some people use pickled eggs. Again, because everything we use in this pickle, we didn't want to do pickled eggs because we're trying to cut some of that sodium out. You know, it's a lot of sodium won't be in it, but yeah. So now here's our broth with that garlic in there. And we're gonna throw it in there. We're gonna split it up between, got that garlic in there. See, we just added flavor to it. We didn't just want that pickle flavor. And then we're looking, seeing if we got enough juice. Because, you know, it's supposed to be wet. A spicy bowl is supposed to be wet, you know. And I would love to have made a little bit more of our own juice. I realized I'm a little short of the juice. It looks a little short. That's how it looks right now. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let's put some more Frank's Red Hotted. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's this spicy. You know, I remember this is how you do it. You can do whatever you want to do. You know, and again, I came back in and added a little pickle juice in it. You know, because I thought that we need a little more liquid. Just a little more liquid. Not bothered that. Thinking ahead of time, I would have made more broth that added the juices in. So now you're going to put your lid on top of your bowl. Make sure you got a good lid that fits. Because this stuff will get messy if you don't. Make sure it fits. And you just shake it up. That's all you do, baby. That's all you do. You mix that up and you shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. That's what you do. You mix it up and you shake it up. And you do it. I remember somebody sent us an email. Zach, can you do this? And you do it. And I can do anything, baby. Shake that on up. Get them both shaked up. You know? That's what we do. Shake them up. Everybody can see and roll. And this is the final product. We'll take the lid off and you can see what it looks like. And now it's inside of a spicy bowl. Add some black bass, chicken and shrimp, spicy bowl. You got the sausage in it too, but the sausage comes with a spicy bowl anyway. There's always that is chicken and shrimp. And that's our spicy bowl. That's the black bass now, baby. Now I'm about to give it to woman, see what she thinks. So we're done. And now it's time for woman to try her bowl, her spicy bowl. Spicy chicken, shrimp, as a black bass spicy bowl. You know, so she's not mic'd up or anything. And don't worry about that bitch. She's not drinking. She drinks bourbon. These are the thumbs up. Now, people using chips to eat it. That's most salt, but we're keeping it traditional, I guess. That's what you want to say. So, yeah, we'll keep traditional. We got some chips. People use the hot, spicy chips that stuff on them. We didn't want to do that, so we'll just try regular chips. Woman actually did like it with the ruffled chips. She liked it. Just had the ruffled chips, added something to it. She's holding it the big as I do it. She didn't want no bourbon that night. She didn't want to drink. So, again, we finished. This is how we did it. And enjoy it yourself. See what you think. That's a black dad. Peace.